Okay, here's a scene that was stamped out several years ago, and I've always had a problem with the color scheme in this one. I thought the colors looked dirty. I like the value scheme and the lighting scheme on here, but the colors just look dirty to me. It's not this glowing emerald green color scheme that I was hoping to achieve with the use of these existing colors, so I'm going to go into it and try to apply probably a more bluish kind of dominant color scheme on this one just by laying colors right over the top of this one. I actually already went through some pigment ink applications. I'm sure it was the color box at the time because I didn't have the Hero Arts one, but we're going to see what we can do with this and alter kind of the spirit of this scene in terms of the colors used and try to make it look a little bit more resolved and less, I don't know, for lack of a better word, ugly. You know, I think it's kind of ugly in here, so kind of that ochre kind of yellow down here. So I'm really going to have to bury this in several layers of color, and it'll get darker, but we'll see if it'll improve. The scene will be done, or this video will be done all in time lapse because we have a very Okay, I think that should do it. The scene took on a much deeper blue color scheme, I think, with the addition of probably 5 additional layers of ink at bare minimum. I really added on a lot of re-inker fluids just to make things go faster on such a large format of a full page 8.5 by 11. And I was joking with someone that bleed-proof white can really kind of change the spirit of a piece, and I thought it did a great job in just adding this. I don't know, I call it kind of like the first snowfall type of thing, where you don't see a lot of snow on the ground yet, or it's melting off just as soon as it hits and whatnot. But it added a nice texture over the whole piece. These additional leafless pines in the foreground really made the foreground for me, and kind of, I don't know, eradicated some of the monotony that was going on with just the straight pine trees. And the pigment ink worked pretty good in terms of illuminating some of these snowballs to make them look a little bit more kind of glowing and just different from a textural standpoint of the straight splatter painted dot to kind of this other softer kind of glowing light within the piece. And those types of things are just fun little whimsical elements that, I don't know, it adds a sense of depth, and that it's kind of closer to us in some ways, and it's just great in terms of a textural variation from otherwise very crisp impressions everywhere. So and it's reversed out, so it's something that's light on dark. But anyways, I thought all those little additions in this piece kind of rounded out the piece, and for me, one of the things that surprised me was that green in there, and just how much it really stands out no matter how much ink I ran over it, even black. So I probably stamped this out, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 years ago, and I have a feeling that that ink became hard set and it kind of sealed off the surface. So the way that dye-based inks work is they stain your paper, and I have a feeling that I just could not stain over that hard set, previously stained area. But I thought it kind of incorporated in with the piece a little bit more, and I don't know, that green isn't such a problem anymore in terms of kind of the uglier kind of looking hue that it became the first time around. So these additions of these other inks worked really great, and the Caribbean blue was kind of my savior in terms of some of these areas in here. I thought it kind of brought them to life with a little bit of a brighter, kind of a warmish blue tinge. So anyways, I hope you liked the video. If any questions, drop us a note in the comment section, and if you like it, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks as always for tuning in to the channel too.